Hello everybody and welcome back to the Vampire the Masquerade Clan Quest mod bleh, with a Malkavian. This is Amara Ravenfire bringing you back in. We just got to the warehouse that we need to make go boom. And that is my favorite sound in the world. Boom. I love it when things in video games go boom. Just because it's so very cathartic and it makes life so much better if you've had a terrible day. So, we're gonna go blow up a bunch of Sabbat because they're evil and bad and must die. According to the Camarilla, never mind the fact that they're actually right, and they're actually technically the good guys while still not being good. So I'm gonna crouch down here and start sneaking up on some Sabbat jerk faces. Super stealth Malkavian. Ooh, we're near a train yard. Can I hit somebody with a train? Probably not, I don't have potens. I can't even pick up... There is... There we go. Oh! You're just going pee. Good for you. Death to you. Goodbye. And I steal your bullet. Even better. Nothing of use back here in the tiny little corner. So I really like the fact that they actually did update a lot of the textures, so you can see like paint peeling off the walls and a whole bunch of like really cool, really nifty kind of stuff. And even the mattresses, you can see the stitching, which is really cool. That didn't used to be a thing. Ooh, how about in here? Okay, nothing? Fine. Forget all of you. Up the door. After I eat this guy over here. I don't want to eat him. Stealth murder. Stealth murder is best murder. Okay, now I sneak out. So even with my obfuscate, like, running at less than it should because of the Doomseer.
What the fuck is going on here tonight? Fox is all in everyone's face and shit.
Didn't you hear? A new shipment came in, some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard. But what the fuck? We get that kind of shit in here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
I don't know. Marcus is tense as a motherfucker. Maybe you heard something.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, but keep your fucking eyes open.
Perhaps he feels the menace of a Malkavian waltzing through his door. Perhaps he feels the slight tingle of madness. Or perhaps the small sounds of a Malkavian on the cobweb coming for him. Who knows? Oh, cobweb. Oh, that's probably something I should probably go over. So the cobweb is actually what the Malkavians refer to as the Madness Network. Which is actually, depending on who you talk to and which version of the mythos you believe, either it's just the way all Malkavians are connected, or alternatively it is Malkav, because when the Malkavians altogether decided to try and eat him, because, you know, diablerie is totally a thing, he instead permeated all of the blood that he and his other children had given out over the years and became one with all of them. And actually Malkav is by far the coolest, in my opinion, of the antediluvians, because he and his brothers, Salat and Hakim, were the most grounded and almost humane of the antediluvians, especially Salat. Salat was very much a healer, very much trying to resolve the issue that caused the curse in the first place and reach what was referred to as Golconda. You know, Malkav himself was a great seer and a philosopher and several other things before Cain made him go a little crazy. Death. What? Death to you. Just snap your neck. Sorry, that is the sound of my tablet going off. Probably telling me that it is charged. Do, do, do. I love obfuscate. Obfuscate is almost as good as dementation, but not quite. Oh, they're offering them immortality. How delightful. About that. Oi. Give me this. I want that too. And I'm going to go ahead and arm the explosive and then run. I'm going to run like an absolute coward. This is me running. Goodbye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your brief stint with immortality. So obfuscate is a wonderful power in the games too. Typically speaking, for the games, you would hold up a signal for certain disciplines, like aspects. There's a power called heightened senses. So whatever sense you were heightening, you would place a finger near that sense. Like, I'm heightening my sense of smell, or I'm heightening my hearing, my eyesight. For obfuscate, it's a little bit different. Once you get to certain levels, eventually we just start referring to it as fuck-you-skate. Oh, boom.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
It wasn't me, it was my evil twin. Didn't you see the goatee?
Well, it's a good thing you ran out of there. You might have been caught in the explosion with the real saboteur. I wonder if they knew that place belonged to the Sabbat. I'd hate to be in their skin right now.
It was me. What do I win?
Hopefully no Sabbat saw you escape. They can be somewhat antagonistic.
Oh, antagonists. Friend, foe, duck, duck, or goose.
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you, per se. We've
Liar.
just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
The Baron's sister is herself. 2 minds, 1 face.
Something to look forward to, eh?
On the beach, their blood was thinner than water.
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred. Hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
I see dead people.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
Oh, I could share.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again.
I can't actually
Or
remember when I
never
might meet
again.
Beckett again.
Good night, young one. And be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Thank you, Wolfman. Oh, goodbye, Wolf. Kaboom. Dude, shut with the up.
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabat just howling for blood tonight.
Do you know of Beckett, the noble savage?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
We traded words.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
I seek to pull questions from your bubbling dome.
What do you need?
Do you see the shadow-cloaked killer?
Those murders are definitely the work of kindred. Probably some caitiff getting revenge on everyone who made fun of him in high school. Once the sheriff tracks this guy down, they're gonna make one hell of an example of him.
Caitiff, the motherless dog.
Pretty close to the mark. Caitiff are just kind of riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society, don't know their clan, mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
Thin-blooded and short-lived.
You said it. Theory goes that the farther down the bloodline you are from Cain, the weaker the blood is. So if you're, say, 5th generation, the blood is strong. If you're 15th generation, you barely qualify as a vampire. A thin blood.
Actually, if you're 15th generation, you're what's referred to as a damn-fear. You're half vampire, half human. Thin-blooded and thinly seen, yet they cast a long shadow.
Long shadow? Yeah, I see what you're saying. You Malkavians and your damned insight. Most fledglings don't know anything about Gehenna.
Gehenna, the falling of the eternal shadow?
You don't know the half of it, kid. Gehenna, the day we all die. When our sleeping forefathers rise and bring about the end of the world. Many believe we're living in the final nights.
Cain? Creepy.
Yep, that's him. Cain, the biblical brother killer. Father of all vampires.
We'll mine his gray matter
Like
for a minute.
what?
Shine light on the clans.
Clans are just bloodlines, you know. A common root shared and passed on from sire to child.
Lay bare the brouhaha.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the brouhaha are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
Shine light on the clans.
Sure.
Give me the goods on the gangrel.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to.
Again with the shining light on clans.
Sure.
Demystify the Malkavians.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
That's just because you're banging Jeanette. Fun like the dark daughter of Janice.
Janice's daughter? What the... Oh, Janice. The two-faced god? You mean Therese Vorman. Oh man, you Malkavians are really messed up. Anyway, that was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
To my ears, it sounded like a devilish dogfight.
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
I think the nasty dude is drawn to the queen of drama.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
Is the task beyond your nasty self?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
I seek to pull questions from your bubbling dome.
Like what?
We need him to shine light on more of the
Sure.
clans, now that I got distracted. God, I am a Malkavian. Need me some knowledge of the Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Except usually they're also the first ones to die. Shine lights on the clans.
Sure.
Tally the truth of the Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos. Sure.
Tell me a tale of the Tremere.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in LA, but all in all, there's not that many of them. Sure.
You want to talk about creepy? Dude whose head looks like he's full of bubbles. Ventru and Veritas.
Well, they get a bad rap, if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge. But when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
I leave you to your black baths. Farewell. Wow. I'm gonna go step on now. I believe next step is I need to go and see, what was I about to say? Mercurio again. Mercutio, Matt, Murphy, Murdoch, Moses, whatever the hell his name is. But I'm gonna go see Tourette first. I want to go have a little chat with them. I should probably tell them not to be pregnant.
Hey, what's up, girl? Oh man, thanks again for your help.
God, you're so excitable. I'm still so excitable. Here we go. No. No Jeanette, no Therese. Alright. Dancing fool. Alright, well, there's no another three, so I guess we can go see Mercutio and be done with it. And I promise from here on out to work a little bit more linearly on my quests, rather than just running around and getting every quest in the area and being all kinds of like unless it comes to the main quest. But then I will absolutely ignore it to do everything else in the city, because like I said, there's a certain point in time where you just can't go back. So we're going to avoid that. Sorry guys, my back is doing a little bit of herding today, so. Okay, known curio. Now what? Perhaps the nasty dude will have more information for me. I didn't see a taxi cab, did you guys? 'Cause I didn't see a taxi cab. If there's a taxi cab, we can go downtown. Taxi? No taxi. Oh, yeah, there it is, okay. Now we can go downtown.
Where to?
Get this big yellow beetle scuttling toward my destiny.
To downtown. Right, so after this next cutscene is where I'm going to end the video for today. Or now, for now. Not for today, for now. And we will make this happen. Owie. That's my head. Jerk.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Huh, Lick? Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth. Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
What happened to 1 through 8?
Same thing that happens to a lot of anarchs, Malk. But you already know that somehow, don't you? Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Your face is familiar. Do you have your own cereal?
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I like stories.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Hey, check it out. We made it to downtown in one piece-ish. Malkavian. It's hard to judge if One Piece is actually One Piece. Come along, minion. Finish loading. Alrighty. So we successfully made it downtown and completed the first portion of the main quest, including blowing up the Sabat warehouse and making every Sabat member angry. This has been the Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodline Clan Quest Mod Malkavian run with Amara Ravenfire. Good night and good luck.